eat food that looks like you want to look like. So one of the things that you could do as a cool, empowering tool is you can understand that nature made it really easy to know what to eat. There's no other animal in the animal kingdom that has to sit down and say, well, let me look at the calories, grams of protein, carbs, and fat every time I eat. You know what animals do? They eat. Well, nature set it up, made it really easy. Us crazy humans are the ones who made it impossible. So one of the best things you can do is eat food that looks like you want to look like. Let me give you a couple examples of that. If you want to be lean, fit, and strong, eat that lean, healthy animal protein. If you want to be bright and colorful and full of energy, eat those bright, colorful foods. If you want to be strong and empowering and healthy, nuts, seeds, and the healthy oils that look that way. Again, the choice is yours. So let's look at the other side of that. Avoid foods that look how you don't want to look. And those are all man-made foods. If you don't want to be soft and squishy anymore, avoid those soft, squishy foods like breads, rice, pastas, donuts. You don't have to fully avoid them, just limit them. If you don't want to be all greasy and oily and you're complaining about your skin having all those types of problems, avoid those greasy, oily, fried foods. And most importantly, if you don't want to be all phony, fake, and tired looking, avoid those foods that are phony and fake. So those bright, colorful foods that are man-made and packaged and processed in colors you would never see in nature, you want to avoid those as well. So little kids understand this really well. Adults somehow get confused. And the reason adults get confused is because they disassociate themselves from where their food's even coming from. They'll walk into a grocery store and they'll see chicken and beef in these special little packages. That's not the way chicken and beef is meant to be. Let me tell you a little bit about my nephew Noah. The kid gets it because I've been conditioning him since he was about 4 years old to understand what food does for you. And he understands and he sees the value in that food. So he looks at me and he just goes, does Uncle Kyle, does chicken give you muscles? And I'm like, yeah, and he'll sit there and eat his chicken. Does broccoli give you muscles? Broccoli make me look good? Yeah, he'd eat his broccoli. This is at about 6 years old. And then he looked at something he sort of wanted, but he knew the answer and he goes, does Sprite give you muscles? And I just looked at him like this and he just took his head and put it down and started shaking it. The kids know. They know intuitively. You know intuitively whether or not something is good for you. So look at that food and make that decision based on if it looks good and it looks like you want to look, you're going to feel that way.